producing well over 1,000 brake horsepower. It's too powerful for a car, but for offshore racing, you'll need at least two, as used in this Class 1 monohull, in which, as you've probably guessed, silencers are an optional extra. Somewhat smaller and quieter is the Mercury monoclass, clocking a mere 70 miles an hour. And of course, there's the small catamaran class. This isn't a shot of two closely matched monohulls, it's the immensely powerful Supercat. Supercat was very competitive, but the consequences of it going out of control could have been disastrous. And that's exactly what it did here at the Torbay International. The steering jammed, and Supercat headed for its nearest rival, Dick Strutton in RHS. Meanwhile, the crew of Double Two Shirts decided discretion was the better part of valour and headed west. The aptly named Propeller Shirts went on to win, while the crew of Supercat were left wondering what had gone wrong. Back with the monohulls and a crew member who's wondering who's behind. It turns out to be Sun International going for it in a big way, under the control of the late Stefano Casaraghi, husband to Princess Caroline of Monaco. Like any family, the Spelters like a nice drive out on a Sunday, except in their case, it's at about 120 miles an hour. As they say, built by robots, driven by Italians. Sun International is finding out that all that power isn't quite enough for this heavy sea. Eventually the inevitable happens and this particular Sun sinks slowly in the west. Whatever form of machine you drive, the challenge thrown up by water is ever present, as the Marenghi brothers discovered in the Class 3 World Championships. On the surface or underwater, they still found the Turnboy. The brothers' attempt was nothing compared to Manhattan. This was definitely a roaring success. Accidents aren't only the province of circuit racing. Offshore drivers have almost as many. It's just that they do them out to sea, as far away as possible from everyone, and where you need £1 million worth of helicopter to keep up with them. Offshore is certainly glamorous and spectacular. American champion Mandy Fernandez came to Monte Carlo to compete in the World Championships. With two V12 8-litre Lamborghini engines in his very high-speed boat, he's certainly a worthy champion. But out in Miami, where he proved himself in the first place, the competition was very different, and the sea very unpredictable. This skater hull, driven by three 2.4-litre Mercury engines, went completely out of control. The centre of the boat totally destroyed. The nose of the boat had lifted under pressure of the wind. The engines tripped, and the entire team disappeared beneath the surface. Both drivers uninjured. By now, Chris Bush, he with the broken jaw, had become Open Offshore World Champion here in Miami. Helicopter pilots often spot problems from a very long way away. This was another major fire, a rare occurrence in offshore racing. When it happens, it means total destruction of at least $1 million worth of machinery. In this instance, the entire boat, engines and hull burnt to the water level. Offshore racing ever popular with the crowds. As Class 1 has gone into a decline, so Superboat racing appears to be on the increase. Pioneered by this man, Fabio Buzzi, and his teammate Argentinian Daniel Scioli, a national hero down in South America. But even here, things can go wrong. In the United States of America, a wide range of classes compete together. The Key West venue happening over a whole week. Racing highly competitive. The crowds flock down to the shorelines to watch superb battles. And once more, Scioli and Buzzi are supreme in the Superboat class. But as they cross the line, a very serious incident happens close behind them, as two boats from different classes collide. This is an inexplicable accident in the normal course of racing. Luckily, it did not prove to be fatal. The Middle East has taken powerboat racing to its heart. The development of the Victory team in Dubai, in both Class 1 and Class 2, has seen them become all victorious. Now, Abu Dhabi has taken to racing as well. The Invernizzi team here in the Class 2 World Championships coming in second behind the local Abu Dhabi team. It was a superb victory for the Arabs. The seas are unpredictable here as well, and the Dubai team were out to beat the Abu Dhabi team. Victory from Dubai, M1 and M13. inboard power against Abu Dhabi's outboard power. But while they battled for first and second places, a more serious incident would take place that would catch M1 completely unawares. A total submarining at full race speed. Can you tell where the problem lies at this speed, even in slow motion? It's there. A small trough. The boat dives, the nose lifts, the drives at the back of the boat catch on the water, and you submarine. Both competitors fully protected inside their cockpits, neither of them injured.